room, fam. Come on in the room, fam. What's good? What's good? What's going on, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your man, it's your boy, it's the homie. You know what it is. It's your man VACAY. We early. Once again, early. With what it looked like. And let's talk about how Rock is going to get out of this one. Let's talk about how Rock is going to escape this one right here. If you just got here, definitely hit that like button. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button. It's your man VACAY-J. It's time to talk about it. How will Rock escape this one right here? Now, for those who have been following, for those who have been watching Raising Kanan Power Book 3, you already know Neek finally has revealed himself to Rock. Got all dolled up, got his hair cut, got a shave, got the Dapper Dan suit and the whole nine. He breezed up through the back door. And now he's eating his butter pecan. So family, drop your comments below. What is Rock going to say? What is she going to do to get out of this one? All right. There's a couple things she could do. And if you just came through, definitely hit that like button. Let me know you in the building. Shout yourself out. What's good, Suburbia Jones? We say his memory is obviously coming back. Yep. Oh, definitely is coming back. Definitely is coming. He still got brain damage. But yeah, it's definitely coming back. And Mac in the building, what's good? Phil Russo told Unique not to unalive Stefano or Rock. Yep. Well, what is Rock going to say? That's what I want to know. Salute. What is Rock going to say? Is she going to reveal some things that we know that he doesn't know, right? So, like, what are the things that we know? We know that Shorty was pregnant with Unique's baby. Is she going to reveal that she could have been his baby mama, but because he wasn't here, and because she was handling business, she like, nah, I had to get rid of it. And is that going to set your boy off? That's the question. Is that going to set your boy off where he going to start bugging out, start hitting his head? You know what I mean? Like, or is he not going to care at all? Is it just strictly about her taking over the business? You know what I mean? Is it strictly about that? Because that's what it seems. It seems like Neek is just like, yo, I don't care about nothing else but Rock. You just took my business. I want it back, and I'm going to take everything. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to burn it down. So is she going to say, yo, I could have been your baby mom's? Is she going to curse him out? Some people say Rock is going to curse him out because he didn't tell her that he was alive all this time. So at this point, what is it, like 6 months? At this point, it's like, what, 6 months since he's been gone, right? Because 3 months prior, right, in that first episode, it was 3 months, right, before the new episode came in episode 2. So it has to be at this point, what, 6 months now, right? Let's see what's say. What's up, Antoine Heron in the building. Queens Nation in the building. Salute. Man, so is she going to curse him out? Some people say, yo, she about to curse him out because he playing games. She going to try to flip the script, right? You know, some people's like, yo, she about to flip the script on him. She going to flip the script, but he going to put hands on her. You know what I mean? He definitely going to put hands on her. And that ain't going to be a good look for Rock. That's not going to be good for Rock, right? So, I mean, the man, yeah, his memory coming back, but he still got brain damage. We can't forget that your boy is still brain damaged. So, some things he's thinking clearly about, and some things he's not really as clear as he should be. You know what I'm saying? like when he was original Unique. You know what I mean? Original Unique before Ronnie bashed his head in. So Rebbe Jones said she should be able to convince him that his brother did all the damage to his face, causing him to lose his memory. Okay. That sounds good. What up, DeMarcus Vaughn in the building? What's good? DeMarcus says Rock could tell Unique that she got rid of his baby and Unique crashed out. Yeah. We was talking about that earlier, bro. Like, is he gonna crash out? Is he gonna go ballistic? Like, yo, you about to have my baby, Rock? First you take my business, now you take my baby away from me? Is he really gonna care though? I don't know, man. I don't know him too. Well, he has a sentiment, of course, for his son. We know that. He will do anything and protect his son, right? So we'll see that. Antoine Herring says she need to not tell him about the pregnancy, right? We'll just add gas to the fire that's already out of control. Exactly. Because again, in his mind, Rock, you took my business, right? In his mind, Rock, you took my business. In his mind, yo, you set this up and all of this and that to take me out. So if she does remind him, yo, it was your brother, remember? It was your brother that took you out, right? You had a fight with him, whatever. I mean, you know, I don't know if she got to know about some type of scuffle between them two. And that's why he ended up the way he is, you know? DeMarcus says, imagine if Unique find out that Stefano has a... You think you're going to take out Stefano? I don't know. Excuse me, fam. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to take out Stefano over that. But he wants to take out Stefano. He wants to take over, period. You know what I'm saying? In his eyes, Stefano let Rock come and swoop his business up. In his eyes, Rock definitely, you know, took the business from him. Even though he was gone, right? She expanded it, and he wants it all back. If y'all seen the clip, man, you know, you saw the clip earlier, because, you know, Stars put it out, that he like, yo, I want you to feel just like I did, you know what I'm saying? Just like a, you know, laying in a pilot-ish on the side of the road. He said, before I do that, before I bury you, I'm going to bury your business. I'm going to burn your business. It's like, dang, man. This dude not playing, man. He not playing. Look, I got some picks from the next episode, so stick around. We're going to talk about that right now. We're talking about how is Rock going to escape this. And then, of course, you know, we're going to play what it looked like, fam. We're going to play what it looked like. Let me see what y'all talking about here. Oh, thank you, bro. Antoine Herring says, Neek snatched up Kanan's money, all thanks to OC. Yeah, OC about to be out of here. What's going to happen to OC? Let me know. Sperby Jones says she's going to tell Unique that she unalived his brother for what he did to him. Okay. Now, is that going to go over well? That's the question, because again, in his eyes and his mindset is you took everything from me. Rock, you took the business from me. You know, you took my brother from me. Like his mind is scrambled right now, right? His mind is scrambled because you telling me he can remember that Rock took his business, but he can't remember that his brother is the one that beat his brains in? Like, I don't get it. Like, again, that's what happens when you got head trauma. You know what I mean? Stefano having a crush on Rock will add fuel to the flame, just like when Andre Barnes hugging Rock. Yeah. Well, yeah, I can see that. Well, you know, Stefano looking out for her. Stefano definitely looking out for her, right? Okay. So she got a couple things she could do. She could throw on the sexy, right? She could throw on the whole, I miss you, you know what I'm saying, where you been, you know, why you ain't tell me you was alive. You know, she could try to smooth him over on some real, you know, let's get busy type tip, right? What you think? You think she gonna go there? You think she gonna be like, oh, Neek, you looking good, da-da-da-da. You know, she think she gonna flip the script? You think that's gonna happen? that she gonna be like, man, you know, I missed you. You think Rock gonna do that? Or Rock gonna be like, F you. Why you ain't tell me you was alive? Da-da-da-da. I was holding the business for you. Let me see. DeMarcus says, Stefano having a crush. Oh, yeah. You said that. All right, so let's get to some more pictures. So there's a couple of things she could say. She's definitely going to get away. But, you know, what is going to be said? Because he's out for blood. He's out for blood. DeMarcus says, no more Rock and unique sex scenes, please. You don't want to see that, bro? You don't want to see that? She could be like, yo, come here. It's been a while. And go upstairs and just have him just had the greatest time in the world. He's like, all right, I'm going to let you go for now. You know what I'm saying? Antoine Herring says, Neek flipped on and shut down everyone who switched up and worked with Rock except for Quan. Right. Right. Because he respect Quan. Like, they got that mutual respect for each other. Because you remember that meeting that Unique had with Quan, and Quan was like, yo, you know, I'm an American. I don't be running and jumping on rafts like some people when they come over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stand with my people. You remember when he said that? And Quan was like, yo, this guy's cool. He's like, this guy's cool. So they got that mutual respect. And Quan always respected Neek over Rock, man, period. Because she's a black woman, because she ain't going to just roll over and do whatever he says. She's not going to give him the 20%. We know that. DeMarcus says, Rock and unique sex scenes were trash. Rock and Symphony sex scenes were way better. Oh, yeah, definitely. That was early in the seasons, man. Early in the seasons. And I feel like that's the same thing that happened with Power, like OG Power. Like early in the seasons, early episodes, it was mad, you know, SCX scenes, and they was going in. You saw the mad areolas, you know what I'm saying? You saw the cheeks, you saw all of that. And then as they started to go with more seasons, it slowed down. Even with Ghost. And Ghost wasn't even like heavy on the scenes like that. But yeah, they started slowing down too. It's like the more you go into the seasons, the more they slow down on the scenes. All right, let's play it. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. What it look like, family? What it look like, your man VACAY-J. You know what it is. It's my original game, the VACAY game here called What It Look Like, fam. All right, we got these picks from the next episode. What is going on with Rock here? She looking good. She's looking good. I like that white on her. I like that white. Looking good with the fur coat. Not really exposing too much. But what it look like, fam, let me know. Drop your comments below. What's going on with Rock right here? Is she talking to the plug? What it look like, family? Let me know what you think is going on in this pick right here. Rock looking good. Rock looking good. Let's see. Antoine Harris says, Lou scenes was trash. He didn't even get one with Jessica. Right. Exactly. And Max says, Rock finally goes to see her mom. Ah, okay. She finally goes to see her mom. Okay. Rock talking to Joyce. Okay. I can see that. Well, I mean, Rock is the last one that she need to talk to because she tried to get Marv to give her that extra bump. He said no. Try to get Lou, the man with sensitivity, her fragile child, Lou, try to get him to get the extra bump so she could just sleep away into the night. He said no. You think Rock gonna do it? You think Rock gonna give Joyce that extra bump to let her just sleep and pass away? You think that's gonna happen? You think she gonna do it? I don't know. Rock is tough. Rock is tough. She's unalive, people. She still got to live with that. Got that pain, got those old spirits that she got to deal with, like Scrappy and all the people she unalive. So, yeah, we'll see. Antoine Herring says, Rock has on the Playboy bunny top underneath the fur. Yeah, I see that. Marcus says, Joyce Thomas, are you my daughter's keeper? You funny. Yes, I am. So you think she going to do it? You think she just going to give her that extra bump and Joyce just going to sleep and pass away? Right? You think that's going to happen? What up, Kenitra Moore's in the building? All right. She has so much animosity towards her mother It's very possible. Yeah. Yep. And you know, after this whole unique scare, right? I'm sure she's just like, she want to take her anger or her frustration out on somebody. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Like, do y'all think she really going to do it? Y'all think she really going to take out Joyce? Dang. That would be insane. And Max says, I think Juke going to do it. You think Juke going to do it? Man, Juke. If Juke does it, man, because she going nuts, that would be insane. And what if Kanan found out? You know what I mean? What if Kanan found out? I'm thinking about all the things that will motivate Kanan to take out Jukebox and OG Power. Not just because she was going to take out Tariq, right? Not just because of that. There's got to be some underlying things that happened with Juke and Kanan on the way up, where Kanan was just willing to just pop Juke to save Tariq, man. I'm thinking there's a lot of other things Juke may have done that Kanan knew about, found out about, and he ain't never really do nothing because that's his cousin. He's just waiting for that moment. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let me look at the comments here. Antoine says, the show hasn't been the same since Scrappy. Yeah, I know, right? Since Scrappy? Yep. And Max says, Rock won't want to give her mom the gratification and granted her a final wish. Oh, okay. Rock wants her to suffer, right? That's messed up. That is messed up. Rock wants her to feel the pain like forever. Dang. Kenichi says, on the other hand, she's so bitter towards her mother, she may not do it just to make her suffer. Yeah, that's what and Mac just said. Yep. DeMarcus says, I hope we get a flashback of young Joyce and Rock when Rock had the first heavenly baby. Oh, when she first got pregnant. And what was Joyce's response? And was Joyce the reason why she had to give it up? Was Joyce like, you ain't had no baby in my house, I already had my babies, right? You know, Joyce is like that. You ain't have no babies in my house, because she was what, 17, right? Or she was younger than that. Was it before? Obviously, it was before Kanan, right? It was before Kanan. So she might have got pregnant when she was 15, 16 years old, right? And then she got pregnant again with Kanan, and it had Kanan. And then she got pregnant again. Man, she fertile as a motherfucker, man. Yo, you mad fertile, Rock. Rock is mad fertile for Neek to be, you know, getting in them guts to get her, you know, pregnant like that. You know what I'm saying? She mad fertile, B. She got them good eggs. Let me see. Antoine Herring says, in the original Power, Juke was son and Kanan. Right. She was. Yep. The relationship dynamic and hierarchy changed. Yeah. I remember that. You're right. Rock looking in the mirror when she see Joyce Thomas. Yeah. How mean she is, right? How mean she is. Okay. Let's keep it going. What it look like, fam. Hold on, let me turn this up. Okay, it's all the way up. What it look like, fam? Who's this? We got Kanan, and who's that? It's dark on my end. Who is that? Who is Kanan talking to? What are they talking about? What it look like, fam? Drop your comments below. Hit the like button, fam, and hit the subscribe button if this is your first time with VACAY-JayTV experience. All right, what it look like, fam? What's going on with Kanan? And what's going on? Is that Marv? I could barely see. I don't know why I can't see it. It's weird. Who that? Let me know who that is. Kanan talking to Jermaine about OC. Okay. And what? Jermaine gonna tell the truth? Jermaine gonna be like, yo, OC lied about Keith's crew. You know, Freddie's crew, man. You know, OC, he trying to get the money, trying to find out, you know, he said that you scheming, he trying to rob you, B. Jermaine gonna give up the info? Jermaine gonna snitch on OC? Is that what's going down right here? Is Jermaine gonna snitch on OC and Kanan gonna find out and Kanan gonna take him out? or have Juke do it, who is going to take out OC? Because OC got to go. OC got to go, family. I'm saying it. OC got to go. I don't even care. Like, for real. Like, what he been doing, bruh. What he been doing talking to Unique, excuse me, telling Unique what's going on? Nah, man, he got to go. He got to go. And Max says Kanan needs to give OC that Nicole pack. Yeah. Wow. Just give OC, be like, yo, take this. He just gonna fall right on his face like Nicole. That would be crazy. It's like, smoke this right now. Smoke this, you know what I'm saying? Don't let me talk to my mother. All right? Smoke this right now, OC. Yeah, take that. He gonna fall right on his face. Okay. Let's keep it going. What it look like, fam? And how is Rock gonna escape? If you watching live or you watching a replay, drop your comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Will it be live on the replay? How is Rock gonna escape? And what it looked like based on these pictures for the next episode 7 of season 4. All right, let's go. All right, we got Snaps. Snaps is probably talking to Rock and Marv, and he probably talking about Unique being back and how it may be good or bad for business. Is Unique coming back good or bad? Well, we know it's going to be bad for Rock's business, but is it going to be bad for Snaps and Pop? That's the question. Let me see. Antoine says, Neek gonna cash OC ticket in. Yep. No witnesses about passing info. Yep. Okay. Kenitra says, as soon as I saw him talking to Unique, I said, yes, he's done. Yep. He'll be gone by the end of the season. Yeah. He gotta. Like, come on, man. We can't carry this into the next season. Like, he can't live. He got to go. OC got to go with all the craziness he doing. Now I understand, like, boom, you trying to stay alive. Your man Unique, you know, he came from the back, robbed the spot and all this and that. You trying to save your own life, so you going to tell him whatever he needs to hear. But still, like, you gave up your boy. You gave up Kanan, man. You should have just took the bullet, man. You should, you know what I'm saying? But OC ain't like that. OC ain't like that. Obviously, he ain't like that. He ain't a loyal dude. You know what I'm saying? He gonna say whatever he need to say to save his own life, right? Save his own life. Okay. So Snaps talking to Marv and them. Is it good for business or bad for business? Y'all let me know. All right. We got Kanan here. He talking to Juke. You've seen this in the trailer. You know, Kanan like, yo, we gonna take over the streets. So now they partners. Kanan is making Juke a partner in his organization. They're gonna run the streets together, right? We seen this in the trailer, the preview for the next episode. What you say to Marcus? Marcus said Snaps and Pop could said that police questioning them about the death of Howard and Ronnie. Okay, that's possible. I mean, yo, we know that Snaps and Pops got connections to the cops, right? Kanan saw that, right? When they was walking out, Kanan's like, yo, y'all know everybody, right? So yeah, you know they got connections to the cops the same way Rock had a connection with the cops, which was Howard, before she popped him, right? So it seemed like everybody in the game, or most people in the game, got a connection to the cops to keep the protection and to get the inside or whatever. They greasing their palms, right? Greasing their palms so they won't get arrested, so they can continue to have business, right? Antoine says, all Snaps and Pops do is shop, apparently. Always crispy. Right. I know, right? Look, you know Kanan, Ronnie, and all these other people, you know they got mad heads probably out there moving work. You know what I'm saying? So they just supplying the cash. They probably got multiple people out there moving work, all in town, out of town, whatever the case is. So they just getting the money back plus interest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they the bank. They big bank. You know what I mean? They big bank. And he robbed the bank, right? So he big bank. Him and Snaps. I mean, him and Pops. All right. Kenisha says, I can't stand Snaps and Pop with the all-time matching. That's funny. That is funny. Hold on, I gotta get some water. You don't think that's cute? That's how they did it back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like when we used to go on class trips back in the day in the late 80s, early 90s, back in New York, we would go to Rod Playland, and me and my lady, we would get the matching Hawaiian suits. Everybody, if you was bringing your girl, you had to have the matching Hawaiian suits with the felines or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Matching the colors in the whole nine. That's how it was back in the day. When I took my lady back in the day to Rod Playland, we go on a class trip. We got to be looking fresh to death, but we wearing the same Hawaiian, the top and the bottom. You know what I mean? That's what it was back in the day, man. That's what it was. DeMarcus says, Snaps and Pop could tell law enforcement that Howard was last seen with Rock and to try to get Rock out of the way. That'll be crazy. That'll be crazy. But they ain't gonna tell Rock, of course. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna phase Rock either because of her connection. All right, let's keep going. What it look like, fam? It's your man VACAY-J. You know what it is, man. Hit that like button, fam. What it look like? Okay, Neek is talking to some dude. And it looked like, to me, it just looked like dude is trying to front on Neek. Like, nah, man, it ain't going down like that. And Neek look like he about to crash out. He about to crash out on this dude right here. What it look like, fam? What's going on here? He look like he trying to stop him. Like, nah, B, you can't come up in here. Or nah, B. Or that might be him going to see Snaps and Pops. So he had the same outfit. Yeah, he had a similar outfit, like brown shirt or whatever. So that might be him trying to go see Snaps and Pop. Dude at the door trying to stop your boy from going in because you don't know if he going to crash out or nothing. All right, Snaps and Pop could tell. Okay, you said that already. All right. So what it look like, fam? What's going on right here with your boy Neek, a.k.a. Cool Breeze? All right, let's keep going. Okay. This the meeting we was talking about, right? Before we just saw Snaps. And it's the meeting right here. And they talking, I know they got to be talking about Unique. They got to be talking about Unique being back and what they going to do about it. Like, you know, like what you hear, what, you know what I'm saying? How did he come back or whatever the case is. They just having a conversation about Neek coming back and making a connection that Neek was the one messing up their business, shooting down everybody at the Golden Pavilions and the trucks and this and that. They're trying to figure it out. That's what I see. Okay? That's what I see. Let me see. Antoine says, them scars don't scare everybody. Yeah. Neek about to find out the hard way. Okay. With dude right here. With dude right here. Yeah. Dude right here. Yep. Well, he's healing up. But he still got that head trauma, man. The dude could crash out at any given moment, man. Any given moment, he could crash out, fam. Yeah. Yep. But right here, we talked about it. They having a meeting. Let's keep it going. Okay. Yep. Same meeting. Them two. They talking. Oh, shoot. What the hell is going on here? What is going on? What it look like, fam? Drop your comments below. What's going on right here? Your girl, Jukey Juke, went back to the club. And it's probably that same shorty that rolled over to Juke when she first got there. And Juke was acting all shy, whatever. She's like, can I buy you a drink? And Juke was like, already got one. She's like, okay. And then she walked away. So she probably went back to the club. And she saw Shorty, and Shorty like, yo, what's good? You want to dance? And she's like, yeah. What it look like, fam? Is this Jukebox's next shorty? Is this Juke's next shorty, fam? What it look like, fam? Let me know. Drop your comments below. Man, she getting it in. Okay. Go ahead, Juke. Yeah, I think this is the next shorty. I think this is Juke's next shorty, man. You know what I mean? It's going down. Next, yo, Juke is really, really opening up. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a flower opens up. Juke is wide open at this point, right? She did what she did at the park. Now she wide open with her sexuality. Yo, Juke is wide open right now. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Okay. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. Drop your comments below. Let me know. Hold up. I'm seeing your comments. Antoine says that's the chick. Yeah. Yep. That is the chick. Yep. That's the chick that was like, yo, you want a drink? What's good? When Juke first got there. Now Juke is just like, yo, this is my spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just gonna open up to everything. Juke is opening up to everything, right? Yeah. It is what it is. Okay. All right, same picture. They lining things up. Juke is about to be Kanan's partner. And I think her first mission is to take out OC. I think Kanan is going to get Juke to find out what's going on with OC. Because Juke got, Kanan got the idea that OC possibly, lying about what happened, right? Because of what Keith's crew said. Remember what Keith's crew said? Yeah, they said Fame was talking about a corrupt cop and all of this and that, and that's why he got popped, right? Remember that? So your man Kanan figured it out. He figured out that OC is lying. So I think that Kanan gonna be like, yo, I need you to file that kid OC, see what he up to. It is what it is. And or they're gonna try to set a trap for him at this point, because he figured out that OC was lying about the whole thing, that it was Keith's old crew or Freddie's old crew, Keith's crew, right? Which I think. Drop your comments below. What's up? Cleo Hall in the building. Hey, how you doing? What's good? What's going on? Slice of Horror. What up? How are you? Salute to you. We are playing a game, What It Look Like. We got the picks from the next episode 7 of Raising Kanan, and we are breaking it down. Let me know, based on you see the thumbnail, how is Rock gonna get out of her situation with her was gonna be baby father, Unique, aka Cool Breeze. Let me know, drop your comments below. What you think it's gonna be? All right, let's go back. All right, this is where I was. So I think they're gonna try to set up a trap for OC, because Kanan figured out, yo, they was lying. And they're gonna set up Crank too, because Crank was also there. They saying Crank is supposed to be Ghost. I don't think so. But Crank and the other guy, they was with OC, and they all kind of like, yeah, that's the word on the street, that it was Keith's crew, so if they was all part of the lie, they all gotta go. Okay, this is Juke when she at the bar, and it's probably when Shorty roll up on her like, yeah, you wanna dance? Yeah, let's get it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Juke, man, look at her face. Juke is wide open at this point. Juke, yeah. Juke. Yep, he go another meeting. What it look like, fam? Drop your comments below. Another meeting, and Rock is getting on Marv again. You know what I'm saying? You effed up again. Like, almost every episode, Rock is getting on Marv like, yo, you effed up again. What the hell? So it's another meeting. What you doing? Or this may be Early Tyler effing up, and Stefano wants to hold Marv accountable for Early Tyler's messing up, right? Remember, Early Tyler was complaining to Marv like, yo, man, this dude owed me 10 large, da-da-da-da. And Marv was like, that's your problem, that ain't my problem, right? But still, that's going to fall back on Marv, because that's all part of the business, right? So if they ain't getting their money and Early Tyler ain't handling that, then Stefano gonna hold Marv accountable. Marv gonna be accountable, has to be held accountable. That's what Stefano said. He said, yo, you vouching for this early Tyler guy, I'm gonna hold you accountable for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So she might be like, yo, Stefano wants your head, but I told him to chill because you my brother, but still, man, you gotta handle that early Tyler dude. So Marv may have to take out early Tyler. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What up, Monique 69 Ways in the building? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah. What you say? The market says Mara could be jealous of Jukebox and Jackie relationship. Really? Mara the older lady though, right? Mara the older lady that Juke unalive her husband, right? Yeah, she seemed a little older. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. Antoine Heron says Marvin coming clean about his extra moves with the mob. Oh, okay, okay. So you think this meeting right here is him saying, listen, because it's getting too hot. It's getting too hot. Marvin got to confess. Here we go. Yeah, I've been doing some extracurricular activities for Stefano. And Rock probably like, I know. You ain't fooled me. You my brother. I know you. I know when you lying. You know what I'm saying? You start twitching. You start, you know what I'm saying? You start looking for snacks. You know what I mean? You start looking for snacks, right? Shout out to my guy, DeMarcus Vaughn. Appreciate the super chat, my brother. Appreciate it. All right, let me get in close so I can read it, man. He says, it's ironic that Stefano said that the bookie was skimming money. However, a made man owes early Tyler 10K, right? For sports betting. The bookie wasn't skimming. Okay. We shall see. We shall see how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's early Tyler that's skimming. You know what I mean? Maybe it's early Tyler that's like, yeah, they owe me 10 large. There's 10 large missing. Maybe early Tyler took the 10 large. You know what I mean? And then want to complain to Marv like it's somebody else, but really he the one that took the 10 large. You know what I mean? And Mac, what's good? He says, I think Marvin is discussing Juke unaliving somebody. Oh, you think so? Oh, wow. Have they ever? That's interesting. You say that, and Matt. Y'all remember any conversations they ever had? But like, yeah, you know, I took out this person, that person, da da da. Well, yeah, they've had conversations. Rock told Marv to go rough up this person. Marv, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had a discussion about him taking out Terry, and she was mad about that. So yeah, okay, that's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. The market says ET not skimming money either. Okay. All right. So the dude that owes the 10 large, he's a made man. They can't do nothing about it. But Marv could do something about it because he be popping made men. Sabaselli was a made man, right? So, yep, that's possible. That's possible. Okay, let me see what else I got. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. This is the last pick right here. I believe, yeah, this is the last pick right here. Joyce on her dying bed, family. You think this is it? You think this is it, fam? I think this is it, man. I think this is her last episode, family, because it's been going on too long. It's been going on too long, and it's time. Yeah, it's time. Let me see. The market says, Rock told Marvin to unalive Frank, the inspector. Oh, okay. The Marcus, Team Joyce. Well, look like this is it, man. I think the closer we get to episode 10, the closer we get into Joyce being out of here, man. They can only drag it on but for so long, man. You know what I mean? They can only drag it on but for so long. Joyce gonna have to be out of here, man. Do you think Rock is going to do it, though? You think Rock is going to give her that extra bump? Is she really going to be like you said, DeMarcus, Am I my mother's keeper? Right? You think she really gonna do that? I don't know, man. That would be crazy if she's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Where's the needle? Where's the needle? That'd be crazy. She take her own mother out. I don't know. So she did do that, and Kanan found out. Do you think that's what's gonna push Kanan away from his mom's completely, because Kanan found out what she did to take out grandma? Do you think that's going to be part of the reason why Kanan is going to branch off and get away from his mom? As far as doing business, as far as doing everything, he already on the way out. He already doing his own business. But do you think this will be the nail in the coffin for your boy Kanan to be like, nah, man, that's it. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, ma. You ain't my mother. You ain't a real mother. You want to take out my grandmother. What you think, fam? What you think, fam? Drop your comments below. Hit the like button, fam. You say yes to Marcus? You think this is going to be the nail in the coffin that's going to push Kanan totally away from Rock if Rock is the one that took him out and he finds out? Man, she going to cry, though. She definitely going to cry. You know what I'm saying? She going to cry about it. She going to cry about something. Right? She gonna cry about something, but this man right here, he ready. Come on, man. All right, look. Let us finalize this again. The Marcus, you saying this is not, what's up, Pete Bronson? What's good? What's good? You said it is not going to make him angry enough to do anything to her, in my view. Right. It's not gonna make him angry enough to excuse me, do anything to her, but that could be the nail to push him even further away. You know what I mean? Because if Kanan is getting his product from Rock right now, well, you know, Rock got cut off by Quan working with Unique, but that's why Rock in the last episode went to Kanan's spot. Like, yo, where's Kanan? I got some good news to tell him, because they finalized the deal for her to be a supplier. That's why she was excited to go see him, even though he wasn't there. Right? So if she becomes a supplier and the nail in the coffin is grandma passing away and Kanan finds out that Rock did it, he ain't gonna want to mess with her at all. So he might as well go and work with Neek, aka Cool Breeze, because he gonna get his supply from Quan. You know what I'm saying? So Neek could provide the supply to Kanan, and they could work together. Okay. P. Bronson says, I think OC gonna try to rob the store. Yes, I believe it. When he saw Kanan walk out of there with that money bag and he went off in his little hatchback. Yep. P. Bronson says, I can't wait till Unique finds out she is the supply. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, and I said this on somebody else's live, I said, if everything goes through with Akbar, or not Akbar, Ahmed, whatever his name is, dude that is manufacturing a whole new supply just for Rock and Stefano and the rest of them, right? Whether he takes the business down or not, she's still straight, because she's going to be a supplier of mostly everybody on Southside. So there will be competition. She's going to have to take out Quan at that point, right? And remember, Stefano's down for it, because he's like, yo, remember the meeting? Stefano was talking to the dude. He's like, look, if you give us a good price, you know, most of my people are going to be interested. So if they get a better price than what Quan is supplying, they might as well take out Quan and the rest of them. If they take out Quan, and they're gonna have to try to take him out, right? So we'll see, man. We'll see. DeMarcus says, unique is a world. Yeah, there you go with that same saying. He's a whirlwind. Marlon Walton says, oh yeah, yeah. What's up, Marlon? What's good? Salute. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, man. So what it look like, family? Is this okay? I'm just gonna ask this. DeMarcus, you said he's not Breeze. Okay, I'm gonna make a sound because I'm the master of sound effects, right? I don't know if y'all can hear that. Yo, last episode, why would they show the terrace being open and the curtains moving and wind? We heard wind coming through the mother freaking terrace doors. Why would they show that if this man right here is not Breeze? Why? They ain't have to do that. They could have just showed him show up eating the butter pecan ice cream. They trying to mess with us? See, there's people that believe and there's people that do not believe. Look, like I said when I was on with Moni 69 Ways the other day last week, I said the day that this man is either called Breeze or he calls himself Breeze, we are going to have a We Told You So tour live stream with myself and the other believers that this man is Breeze. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. All right, it's going to go down. Let me see. DeMarcus says, unique, flaming up the Golden Pavilion or Hurt Quan. Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. Marlon says, who killed Famous? I say it was either Marv or the cops. I'm leaning more so towards Marv. And the reason why I'm leaning more so towards Marv is because we see what happened with Terry. A lot of foreshadowing here. Remember when Terry, before Marv popped him, Terry was like, yo, I'm gonna go to the cops. You could show my wife the picture and all this and that. I don't care. And Marv, there was no hesitation that Marv, what was I saying? There was no hesitation that Marv pulled out the blicky and popped Terry. Anybody say they're going to the cops, Marv is going to blast you. You going to the cops to talk about my family? He's not going to think. That's why Marv is not too smart. Marv took out the number one guy that's moving the trucks with the supply on it. Not too smart of a move, right? So I'm thinking it's either Marv, and I'm leaning towards Marv. Yeah, we saw the picture of the silencer on Famous's neck with the jewelry, right? Who else rolling with a silencer besides Rock? You know what I mean? But if Famous is giving him up information, which we know he has been giving up information, I've been saying this for a while, your boy been singing. All of y'all was like, nah, he ain't say nothing. When they cut that scene and we ain't see Famous again, your man was singing. So if your man was singing, Howard found out, Andre Bonds found out, told Rock, told Marv. Marv had to go handle that, take him out before he say anything else. Make it look like the streets got him, right? Tortured him, beat him up, whatever. We know Marv beat up Tremont, right? So we know that Thomas family, they could torture whoever they want before they take him out or not take him out, right? So let's be real about it. I'm leaning towards Marv. I'm really leaning towards Marv. They trying to throw us off with the whole cop thing, but the cop thing don't make no sense unless it was Howard. The Howard thing makes sense. The other cops, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that Howard was the corrupt cop that he was talking about. So Howard makes sense before Rock took him out. Okay? We got to remember whatever episode that was last season, okay, when your boy Um, when your boy Fame said, you know what, he was up in there talking to the cops and they cut it, we ain't see Fame again. So why wouldn't Howard find out about what's going on? That's his peoples, that's his detectives, find out what's going on. They told him about a corrupt cop, da-da-da-da. And he was already going down. You know what I'm saying? Look, Garcia already said it, honey. What's up, Brees? Garcia already said it to Fame's mom, that Fame was giving up information and working with the cops. What else would he be talking about? How to cook roast con pollo? Like, what else would he be talking about, honey? You know what I mean? What's up, Breesy? What else would he be talking about? If he's trying to get off from the unalivement of Freddie because they traced the gun and the bullets and the whole nine, he's going to give up whatever information so he don't get locked up. He's going to talk about, yeah, there was a corrupt cop and they working with the Thomas family, blah, 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 blah. He's going to tell them whatever they need to hear. So I don't think the cops is going to do that. I think it's either Howard or Marv. And if we find out it's Rock, whew, look, indirectly it's Rock. Indirectly it's Rock. You know what I mean? Oh, let me turn this back on. It's hot out here. It's hot out here in Vegas. 84 degrees, fam. I'm not sitting in no car without no AC. Okay. What up, what up, what up? Let me see. What's up? No, oh, my bad. No Angel in the building. I really hope it wasn't Marvin. I hope it was Detective Garcia. Here's the thing, right? Detective Garcia has never shown any signs of corruption. Even the chief, when the chief put Garcia to press Kanan, to press everybody to find out what happened to Howard. Remember that? In the beginning, right? Episode 2. The chief, which I thought was down with Howard, wasn't down with Howard as far as the corruption. The chief was surprised when he found out Howard was corrupt and working with the Thomas family, this, that, and the third, right? So I don't think it's Garcia. I don't think it's any of those cops because it just don't make sense. The only person I think that would do that to save himself is Howard. It's either Howard, Rock, or Marv. Those three. And everybody's saying, nah, ain't nobody thinking about Ronnie. Ain't nobody thinking about Ronnie. Some people say it might be Ronnie because Ronnie don't like snitches. You know, just like he took out Dean. He took out Dean. So, because Dean told Dean told Unique that Ronnie came over there asking for work from Dean. So that's why Dean got taken out. Because he saw that as snitching to his brother. So, Ronnie, before he got popped, Howard, before he got popped, or Marv. Because Marv is the executioner. Marv is the executioner. Let me see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Y'all getting litty up in here. I love it. DeMarcus says, Officer Buckley and Roland did Howard a favor when they arrested Lulu, so they unalive Famous. Okay. I don't see them as unalive and famous. I just don't see that. I didn't get these dudes who are doing something like that. I just didn't. It's possible. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We know there's other sides to these cops. So, you know. Let me see. Breesy Bree says, who's to say he don't confess, but they didn't care about Freddie. They wanted info on the big fish. Yep. Who's the big fish? The Thomas family, the corrupt cop. Yep. That's right, Brees, I agree. He has, though, him putting hands on Kanan was a red flag. Who putting the hands on Kanan? Ronnie? You talking about Ronnie? No, Angel says, I feel you. I just don't want it to be Marvin. Marvin is my favorite. I know. But Marvin has made mad mistakes. Season 1, putting hands on Juke. Super mistake. Him doing what he did, went to therapy, got better, made up with Juke. Boom, redemption. Redemption arc, right? Marv has been on a redemption arc. This season, though, is deteriorating because of what happened with Gerald. You know what I'm saying? Like, his trust is not there. And Marv is not really thinking. So he's moving emotionally. I said this on the last live. He's moving very emotional. He's moving very, not methodical at all. He's not moving methodical at all. He's just like, oh, you gonna snitch? Bow. Oh, you gonna do this? Bow. He's just taking people out. It's like, what are you doing? Stefano getting pissed off because he took out his pool man, right? The dude that was skimming off the top took him out, right? So Marv has been making mad mistakes. And this could be another one where he took out Fame off of PC, or just off of the fact that he knew that Fame was talking to the cops. Cass is getting popped for less. Terry got popped for less. He said he's gonna go to the cops. He didn't go to the cops. So Marv just popped him. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it could be Marv just off of the fact that Fame was talking and they told him. And remember the motivation. The motivation is, remember last season, the FBI was on top of Marv and how it wanted Marv to be the sacrificial lamb to save himself, Rock, and Kanan. Remember, that's how it wanted, right? Now you got Fame talking to the police. Come on, that's even more of a leak. So what does Marv do to execution of the mailman? Man, if it's Marv, I know all of us gonna be mad disappointed, man. We're gonna be mad disappointed. Mad disappointed, I know. Let me see. No, Angel says, okay. P. Bronson says he lied to Rock about being with the big fish, yep, even though he was caught, yep. And that's what we're talking about right here, this picture right here. Let me go back to it. Is he confessing, not this, where's it at? This is too big. Pause. Is he confessing to actually working with Stefano? I asked this earlier. Somebody said that, I think it was M. Mac, said that he's confessing that, yeah, he's working with Stefano. And she's like, I already knew that. I know when you lying, you know? And he could be confessing, somebody said he could be confessing that Juke took out homeboy, Mara's husband. And Juke is now on a rampage. He's taking the strap. You know, he could be just talking like, my daughter doing this. And Rock is like, well, my son doing that, your nephew. So, yeah, man, it's going to be crazy. Episode 7 going to be crazy. And I think it's going to be a break. I believe there's going to be a break after 7. It's either after 7 or 8. It's going to be a 1 week break, I believe. And when is Easter? I think it's Easter weekend, right? Or is Easter weekend now? This weekend coming up. I got to look and check. All right, let me see. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Hit that like button for your boy. Let's see. Bree says, okay. Well, Angel says, I feel you. Just okay. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, family. Look. I want to see what's going to happen. Follow your boy on IG. Follow your boy on TikTok. I got the clip, the sneak peek of what Unique says to Rock. Just a little clip. Check that out. Hit the like button. Share this out. Share everything out, fam. You already know how we do, fam. But this is it. How is Rock going to get out of this one? If you're watching the replay, drop it below. Let me know how Rock is going to get out of this one. What's she going to say? I think she's going to try the sexy route. I think she's going to be like, yeah, I miss you, da-da-da-da-da. Let's get busy right now. He going to be like, nah. And going to put hands on her. And he going to be like, nah, I'm going to take everything from you. I'm going to bury you. I'm going to bury everything. There she is. Oh, there go the close-up. I got to get Rock up in there one time for your mind. Yes, Rock. Who said, somebody said she had the Playboy bunny. Yeah. All right, there it is. Okay. So that's the picks right there, family, for the next episode of Raising Kanan, family. Drop your comments below. Let me know your thoughts, your theories, your predictions. Is this Breeze or what? Is this Breeze or what? I need to know, because when they announce it, I'm one of the believers that he is. When they announce it, I'm just going to come on this live and be like this. With this pick right here, I'm be like, I'm just going to sit here. The I Told You tour is on the way. Let's see. P. Bronson says, to bring up the fact that she had, yeah, she's going to bring that up. Okay. Yeah, somebody said that's going to make him just trip even more. That's going to make him crash out even more. You know? You got rid of it? See? You take everything away from me, Rock. Right? Excuse me. You try to take my life. You try to take my business. You took my business. Now you took my unborn child. You know, Unique gonna get real dramatic with it. They gonna get real dramatic with it. You know what? All this want me to be a different person. I'm gonna change my name. Breeze says, at this point, anybody believes Unique as Breeze was in special ed. Anybody that doesn't believe he's Breeze is in special ed and on the short bus. If you don't believe, because all signs are leading to this man being Breeze, it is what it is, man. Look, you got the believers and you got the non-believers. We're just going to let the writers, we're going to let Sasha Penn tell us exactly what it is. Shout out to Kimi Cake. She did an interview with Sasha Penn. And she asked the question, boldly asked the question, is Unique Breeze? And Sasha Penn stumbled. It's like, well, you know, you just got to wait and see. He didn't say no. He didn't say no. Okay? Watch that interview. Okay? He didn't say that Unique is not Breeze. So there's a breeze through the terrace doors, and then we see this man eating ice cream. They can't be messing with us that much. They can't be doing that to us. If they doing that to us, man, that would be just, yeah, we'll see. Whatever, dog, whatever. You can say whatever you like to say, man. When you're wrong, I'm be like, hello, Breeze. It's okay. And if you're right, I'll be like, hey, I was wrong. But if you're wrong, ooh, I'm going in on you, Breeze. All right? With your little insults. All right, family. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Ah, man. Shout out to Cool Breeze right here. We're going to leave it right here. This man right here. Mark my word. Yeah, it's going to happen. I appreciate you all for watching. If you're watching replay, put hashtag replay gang. You know what it is, your man VACAY-J. If you're here for the very first time, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, fam. Share this out. We always have fun here with our predictions and everything. We shall see. We shall see what's going to happen. All right, family. You know, there's a lot of violence here with predictions. It's just funny. It's just funny to me. We laugh about it. But Breeze, man, that's him. And Breeze, I'm at to just find you a short bus for the rest of the month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, when you're wrong, I'm gonna be all like, yo, Breeze, what happened? What happened? What's up? All right, family. Oh, what's up, Marla? How you doing? We got to sign off. Definitely rewind that back. Hit the like button, fam. It is what it is. So how is Rock going to get out of this? And we just looked at the exclusive picks for the next episode. Definitely drop your thoughts, your theories below, and your predictions. It's your man, VACAY-J. I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for carrying us over 18,000 subscribers, on the way to 20, 25, 50, 100 subscribers. Appreciate y'all, family. Definitely appreciate you for watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's your man VACAY-J. Definitely have a great day, and I'm gonna see you next time in the next video. Till then, salute.